Hey, it's time for a serious story that hits on war, heroism, and heartbreak, right here in the US. Let's talk about Abdul Rahman Waziri. He wasn't just another face in the crowd, he was an Afghan refugee, and before coming to Texas he fought alongside the US Green Berets, literally risking his life for American soldiers. Now here's the gut punch. 3 months ago in Houston, Abdul was shot and killed. It took until this week for anyone to be charged. The man accused? A Texas resident. But even though murder charges have finally dropped, the suspect hasn't been arrested yet. Let's rewind. Abdul's journey started in Afghanistan, where he worked as a combat interpreter. That means he was right there with the Green Berets, bridging the gap between cultures, helping save lives. When the Taliban took over, he had to flee. He left everything behind, family, friends, his home, to find safety in America. But safety turned out to be an illusion. On an ordinary night in Houston, Abdul was shot dead, leaving his wife and 4 kids behind, all struggling to make sense of a new country without the man who brought them there. Now, here's what really stings. The suspect was identified pretty early on, but for 3 long months, there was no arrest. His family and the Afghan and veteran communities have been begging for answers. Why the delay? Local authorities say they needed time to build the case, but for those who loved Abdul, it just feels like another injustice, another promise broken. There's a bigger story here too. Thousands of Afghan interpreters risked their lives for the US. Many made it here, hoping for a second chance, but their struggles don't end when they land. They fight new battles, paperwork, language, jobs, and sometimes violence that feels all too familiar. Abdul's friends and brothers in arms want him remembered for his courage, not for how his life ended. They say he was humble, loyal, and fiercely protective of his family. They're pleading for justice, not just for Abdul, but for every refugee promised a safe place to start over. So what happens next? The suspect is still out there, and the case is open. But Abdul's story isn't just about crime, it's about what we owe to those who risk everything for a shot at freedom. Let me know what you think. Should authorities have acted faster, and how do we make sure heroes like Abdul get the respect and safety they deserve? If you found this story meaningful, drop a comment, share your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that matter.